Welcome
Watch
to
how
the
little he
Tonight
cares.
Show. Thank you so much for being here. You guys have taken over the...
Already, look at the... Just watch him. Look at this. Look at the way he's looking at him. This man, he could get any raise he wants. Any job, any woman. Look at that stare. Look who he's looking at. Multi-millionaire, coke head, and retard extraordinaire Jimmy Fallon, who is looking more and more like an elderly NAMBLA member every day. I mean, holy shit. God damn. He's looking like a villain in a Christopher Nolan Batman movie. It's horrific the way he looks. Jesus. I mean, look at him. I've seen scarecrows that are friendlier than this guy. Jesus. Up close, he must look like a lizard at this point. Look at his scales. Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to try to make his face. I drink my own pee. Yeah, I mean, he looks like he eats babies, he eats stem cells, and drinks blood every morning just so his head doesn't fall off of his neck. Damn. I mean, the guy is a ridiculous... He's a cokehead. He's a cokehead drunk retard. He has nothing to... He doesn't... He looks in the mirror and he sees nothing, like a vampire. He doesn't exist anymore. It's not... None of this is real to him. He believes he's already died and went to hell a long time ago. It is what it is. Now, over here, you have a messenger of God himself, the Rizzler. And Rizzler is a brilliant man who is able to see something for what it actually is. And that's beautiful. What does he see? He doesn't see Jimmy Fallon. He doesn't see a suit. He doesn't see... NBC or whatever. He doesn't see a man with millions of dollars. He sees. What does he see? He sees a husk. He's looking at Jimmy Fallon the way you look at the thing you peel off of a tamale. What is it? The thing, the corn thing, the husk. He's looking at the husk. That's what I said. Goddamn, I'm a retard. He's looking at a shell. He's looking at a damn bug. He's not even looking at a bug. He's looking at a bug more fondly than he's looking at Fallon right now. Watch the way he handles this beautifully. It's unbelievable. Shoes up, doesn't give a shit. Look, nervous cuck energy. Nervous cuck energy. So happy to be there, smiling, hands in lap, ready. Unfortunately, Big Justice doesn't have what it takes. And Big Daddy Retard, he's just happy he got away with killing his first wife, and here he is. The Sarasota PD knows none the wiser. Case shut and closed. She went missing on a hike. It's the way it is, but he killed his first wife. He got away with it, and then he gave birth to this spawn. And it took everything within him not to strangle him, and took everything within him not to, drown him in a bathtub when he was a child. And luckily, this kid, he's more of a scout than anything. He has what it takes in terms... He's got an eye for this stuff because he spotted this kid. And he's brilliant. Let's see how this unfolds.
The internet, and now you've gone way beyond the internet. AJ, Big Justice, let's start with you guys. Over the summer, you had one of the biggest songs, We Bring the Boom.
That's right? What we do.
We bring the boom!
All right, yes. Bring the boom.
Yes, sir.
Last week on Saturday Night Live, they impersonated you on the show. Isn't that wild? Now, before We Bring the Boom, how did this...
AJ and the dad both,
How did this all...
AJ and Big Justice, they're just leaning forward. hands on lap, way too ready. Know this, guys. If you're ever in a position like this, you're not rewarded for desperation or attentiveness. This whole a good boy points, and I'm going to be throwing biscuits and cookies and treats and given blue ribbons. That's all fantasy. This is how you do it right here. Look at him.
Sorry, just walk me through this, please.
He's wiping gunk out of his eye, leaned back. Look at the pot, leaning away from the target. That's how you do it right there. You don't act like you've been there before. You act like you don't give a shit that you're even there. What do you give a damn? Yeah, baby, everywhere I go, there I am. So I don't give a fuck. That's the way to do it. That's the way to do it. Green shoes, camo hoodie. He's looking so sick.
Well, I had started up a TikTok channel.
Okay.
And a lot of Big Justice friends were at school and they were doing TikTok channels. So one day Big Justice comes home and he says, Dad, I want to be on your show with you. I want to be on your channel with you.
The breathing is
So I
all
said,
wrong.
Awesome, let's go.
Heavy breathing.
So we go to one of our favorite local hamburger restaurants. We film recording a hamburger. We give it a big boom. The video blows up. It gets to 100,000 views. I said, that's it. This is now a father-son channel. Let's bring the boom.
Yeah, this is it. Now this is going to be what we do now.
Great drawing, Blob Gelman. Blob Gelman just in the Discord posted a beautiful drawing of the Rizzler. Very well done. A lot of talented people. I'll actually pull this up real quick so you can see how talented the people are in the Discord. I mean, look at this. Hold on. This is beautiful. Shit. I'm a goddamn retard. Guys, we're only on episode 4 of the show, so give me a break. There it is. Wow. I have no doubt in my mind that a few of you will wind up little Ted Kaczynski's one day. Just looking at these drawings, many of you need to seek serious help. This is what was in the folders of the serial killer in 7. They found this in all the random journals beside his bed. It's actually beautiful. I love the interpretation of it. You really captured his essence, which is what's important. You know, Picasso, you know, you don't have to be a hyper realist or anything like that. This is a beautiful little rendition. Anyway, I just want to shout out real quick, show you guys how talented everybody in the Discord. They're unbelievably talented, so much so that sometimes they scare the fuck out of me. And they make me wonder if my front door is locked right now.
And now you've done, how many booms have you done, do you know?
Couple 100,000.
Couple 100,000. Yeah, 1,000. Big Justin, what's it like working with your dad?
It's amazing. And it's not just working with my dad, it's working with my whole family. Ashley, my mom. It's just so amazing that we've accomplished all of this together.
Boring,
not just me and my
boring,
dad.
bad,
Yeah, that's right.
canned answer, typical interview energy, trying to get the job. Just, I'm really happy and excited to work here. And if given the opportunity, I don't think you'll regret it. No, not the way to do it. People go, oh, I go in job interviews. I go here and go there. No one's calling me back. I don't get it. You probably are the same person that's saying nice things like nice guys finish last, or women don't want to, you know, they always fuck the dirt bag or whatever. No, people are attracted to the confident guy. That's what they want. They want a guy. Look at the, you know how many women want to fuck school shooters, mass shooters? Every time there's a mass shooter, school shooter, with the exception of the trans ones, it's more common than you think, actually. As long as they're, you know, straight white male, usually, and even like the Boston bomber, that guy, you know, no one really cares about the moral implications of anything, and no one really takes their moral principles and applies them evenly across this. People are attracted to certain qualities within people, one of them being, you know, confidence is a big thing.
You're a great family.
Back to the show.
Thank you.
I know Mama Justice, too. Come on.
Which one of the Boston bombers would you have sex with? That's an interesting question. I know they were hiding like under a boat. The two brothers. I wonder if they got one last fuck in, because it looks like they fucked each other. I've always believed that. That's my conspiracy theory about the whole thing. That's why they had to kill one of them. Is they came up around that boat and they were two. That's how people on boats. Once you're on a boat with a guy and you're alone, all you start thinking about is fucking him. I don't care how straight you are. You could be King Solomon. You could be Caligula. You could be, well, he actually probably fucked guys too. I don't really know the history of that. What I'm saying is you could be a sex addict who's addicted to fucking exclusively just fucking pussy. And if you're alone on a boat with someone, all you think about is plugging all their holes, mouth, pussy, ass. And if they only have an asshole, you just think about fucking them up the ass and puppet cum up there. It's the way these things go. I don't make up the rules. They're just something about, every guy that goes in the Navy comes out, parading around like a Liberace. They get cocks up their ass and their mouth and their ears. They get covered in cum. They get glazed every day. And they went into the Navy having a sweetheart. They were waving. They get on the boat. Back in the day, in the Navy, a man gets on a boat and he's waving to his... They're all waving to their sweethearts. Bye. Bon voyage. Boop, boop. Bon voyage. Bye. And as soon as the women are all on the docks, they're waving and they're declaring their chastity and that they'll wait for their husbands to return. And as soon as they're out of sight, every man on the USS Fagotia or whatever, the USS Liberace, the USS, they always have, they should just name them like the USS homosexual. That's what every Navy ship should be called. As soon as they're out of sight of every woman that's waving from the dock, they all drop their pants. They begin sucking each other's cocks. And a few men die in the process from just the sheer pleasure of finally being sucked by someone who knows what it's like to have a penis, for fuck's sake. These other Christian broads, these fucking virgins waving from the docks, they don't know damn shit about what it's like to have a penis. But what I'm saying is the Boston bombers, if they were on that boat, they were hiding behind a boat for quite a while. And I know they were brothers or whatever, but I believe they started sucking each other's cocks and fucking each other in the ass, and that's where they went. That's where they went wrong. Otherwise, I think they could have actually got away with it. But they're Muslim. They committed incest on a boat. They blew up a bunch of people. They sucked each other's cocks, and they jizzed all over a tackle box. And now he's gonna rot in prison the rest of his life, and his brother's dead. It is what it is. You're not gonna catch me on a boat with no muzzy. I'll tell you that much.
Rizzler. Good to see you, buddy. Nice to see you.
You too.
Thank you for being here. Now you're known for the Riz face, okay? Yeah.
You hear the vaginas dripping on the floor.
What's
hear
the
that?
story behind the
So basically, one day I came home from school and I was like, Dad, I want to make a video. And I was like,
You see how he's telling the story too? Don't even look at him. Be lost in your own thoughts, in your own aura, in your own world. That is getting leverage over someone without even, they don't even know it though. This is how they ask you a question, you look off, you go, They see that you're true to the inner world, to your thoughts. You're connected to yourself. You're not severed. You're not severed from the inner world, from the inward world. INWARD, inward. That's how you tell a damn story.
And then I just did it.
And then he just did it.
And that's what's funny. The Rizzler, he doesn't have setups, punchlines, premises. He's just funny. He lands. He just does a fucking. He doesn't have plans for anything, and he knows he's funny. He believes in himself, and he gets the laugh. He gets the laugh. He gets the girl. He gets the cash. He gets the bands. He gets the gold. He gets the pussy. How you get that fat on coconut and bananas? By the way, that's some crazy ass shit right there. Beautiful. The beautiful, beautiful specimen. Now, I'm not a pedophile, but if I was, I would I look at that kid, I go, that's a beautiful child right there. I'm not, but I'm saying like that would be my type if I was.
But what does it mean? This is how you do the Riz face. Can you teach me how to do?
So this is another thing. I've learned this from, Lynch in interviews. They always ask him what his movies mean, this and that. And this is my favorite writers too. They ask him, what does this mean in the story? They never get answers from him. Watch the Rizzler when he asks him, where does Riz face come from?
This is how you do the Riz face?
Yeah.
But what does it mean? This is how you do the Riz face. Can you teach me how to do the Riz face?
So first you put
You just say what it is. You don't talk, nothing else. You just go, it's just, here it is. The product itself speaks. He goes, what is it? How's it come about? He just does it.
eyebrow down like this.
That's what it is.
Ruth, you want to try this too?
And then you raise one up.
Okay.
And then you suck in like this. And then you do it all together. And that's how you do the Riz face.
I'm doing the
That's
Riz
what it
face?
is.
No, like take the, I don't know.
By the way, I bet he does this every night.
I'm doing the Riz face?
No, like
Right here. Now look at this. Look at Jimmy. This is what Jimmy's. He doesn't call this the Riz face. He calls this his wife's face. This is what Mrs. Fallon looks like every night about 9:30 p.m. after he stumbles home. Like an old drunkard at the end of a Dubliner's short story. Where's the dinner? Where's the fire out? You boy, come here. Say some Hail Marys for your father. Say some Hail Marys for your father. Ah! Ah! Jimmy, why do you sound like that? You're scaring me and the children. God damn it. Do you know who I am? I interviewed the Rizzler today. Don't you know that? Now, why don't you say some Hail Marys for your father, Jimmy Fallon? Pow, pow. Just pop. He comes home. He has the temperament of Robert Shaw in Jaws. Just fucking, he wails on his kids. And this is his wife. Every night she goes to bed, she looks like this. Just like Popeye. He's punched her in the eyes so many times. He makes sure to just punch her in one because she's blind and she has a dead eye. She's blind in it. So he makes sure he always throws with his right. He fakes her out with this and then she turns and then he hits her in the right. And she always turns, her blind side first, obviously, because that's where she prefers to get punched. His kids, they probably propped him up in rocking chairs at this point, like Psycho. The kids have probably been dead for years. And the wife, she's hysterical. She stuffed them with feathers and whatnot and has them erected in rocking chairs. And then she talks to him all day. Your father loves you so much that he can't wait. He can't wait to get home from interviewing the Rizzler and playing tic-tac-toe with Rob Lowe. He'll come home once he runs out of cocaine. He'll come home and he's gonna love us today. He's gonna tell us that everything is great and he loves us but it's right in the kisser, right in the fucking kisser.
That's pretty good.
Quessa, what are you trying? You look like you're doing an impression of Robert De Niro.
No, I can't.
That's fantastic. AJ,
That's fantastic. Those are my slaves. Those are my house inwards over there.
I want to quickly mention that you got something big coming up that you're
He
returning
probably calls the Roots. He probably accidentally calls them the Help all the time.
to wrestling. Tell me about that.
I am returning to wrestling. I'm coming back to bring the boom. So, Jimmy, I am very grateful. I will be wrestling for All Elite Wrestling.
Yeah.
And
where will you be?
Yep, it's going to be November 23rd. It's going to be at the Prudential Center right down the road in New Jersey.
Yeah.
I will be taking on QT Marshall. And Big Justice is going to be in my corner. And Big Justice, we're going to bring the boom.
All right, good. You bring. I'm rooting for you, buddy.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, so you have something on your channel, you guys, AJ, Big Justice, called the boom meter. Can you explain how the boom meter works, Big Justice?
So we did this thing, Boomer Doom.
Yeah, it's amazing Jimmy Fallon is alive and still with us. In all the death pools, you know, you should have picked him before Betty White or anybody else. It's I can't believe he hasn't wrapped his fucking BMW 7 Series around a telephone pole out there in the Hamptons. If he crashed, fucking, it looked like he threw a bag of powdered donuts at 100 miles per hour at the side of a building.
And everybody got like, you don't give any dooms, blah, 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 right?
Yeah.
So I said, well, we came up with the boom meter because people rate stuff 1 to 10.
Yeah.
So we said it goes from 1 to 5. Boom.
By the way, it would be so cool if Jimmy Fallon turned out to be some sort of Hunter Biden-esque figure. If he was like in motel rooms, like shooting crack and like somehow injecting marijuana. What's it called? Icing? People that inject weed. Jimmy Fallon's doing icing and with hookers. He's holding guns to like black hookers' heads. He finds the woman who fucked George Floyd in that sex tape, and he goes and he pays her like three grand to shit on his chest. If we found out that Jimmy Fallon was doing Hunter Biden-ass like crack shit, hats off, fucking badass. My favorite. I put him above Letterman then as my favorite all time. If that's the case.
So
but he's a coward. He gets really drunk. He does a bunch of coke and he hits his kids.
We could be real. If it's good, it gets 4 booms. Okay, 2 booms. Bad, 1 boom. Amazing.
Blob
5
Gelman says,
big
"What the
booms."
fuck? What the fuck is icing? Icing. I think that's what they call the weed that people inject. Marijuana. I think it's the street term for injecting weed, injecting THC.
Boom meter.
Yeah.
You cool with that?
That's what I've been told it is out here anyway. It's one of those drugs that like no one really does except like line cooks and dishwashers, where they're like in their car they'll inject weed somehow.
This is a cream-filled Twizzler.
It's people that they
looks good.
smoke so much
Twizzler
they
for
just
the
can't get
Rizzler.
high anymore.
All right. Let's see. Okay.
I'm gonna give that 2 big booms.
Yeah, I'm done with this. I mean, I love the Rizzler, but we got to move on with the show. As much as I'd love to talk about the Rizzler,